Now, the British Fertility Society has warned that a major sperm shortage in the UK may be tempting clinics to drop their standards, and it's calling for vigilance to ensure poorer quality sperm, which could affect fertility treatment, is not used. Well, with me in the studio is Laura Vitchens, who's an expert in fertility from the National Gamete Donation Trust, the national body for egg and sperm donation. Laura, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
How bad is it?
Well, the British Fertility Society is right to be concerned because there is a shortage despite increase of donors coming forward since the removal of anonymity. Fact is that the demand has increased as well, so there is a shortage. And we have to recognise that during time of shortage people may want to cut corners. And the statistics back it up because some clinics prefer to buy sperm from abroad, from foreign clinics or sperm banks, mainly Denmark and the US. Because their sperm seems to be of better quality. And one of the concerns that the British Fertility Society rightly raises is that maybe because we're using or we're lowering our standards. Not all clinics, I think we have to be, quite a few clinics act with integrity, but there may be some that not so much so, and we need to be mindful of that.
So at this point in time, no clinic has actually been accused of doing this?
No, not at all. But we just have to be mindful because that what happens if there is an issue with supply.
What about quality control? How is that maintained?
Well, it's actually very simple. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is being said is anything between 1 and 4 we can't use, anything between 4 and 7 we could use for certain treatments, and everything over 7 is fantastic. And the concern is that anything between 4 and 7 is actually used for treatments which should only be used for the other way around, so that patients have to go through IVF. When in normal cases, if the quality of the sperm was good, they can go for less invasive procedures. Clinics are concerned about fertility rates and their success rates, and so they may push for more invasive procedures for the women instead than going for the easier ones.
And if you are someone looking for a procedure, how would you ensure that you were getting the best?
I think in a way you can't, you just have to trust the clinics, but what patients do, they look at the success rates of the clinics and actually ask the clinician what is the standards you're using, and make sure that you know what you're getting. And if you've been advised to go for IVF, actually ask, well, could I have gone for a different treatment, which is ICSI, which is a direct injection into the egg cell, because that's the easier procedure, so to speak. Just be vigilant.
Now, you mentioned the loss of anonymity for donors. What difference has that made?
Actually, as the only country in the world, the numbers have gone up, and that proves the point that anonymity or removal of anonymity has nothing to do with it. There are plenty of really good guys in the UK who would like to be a donor. However, as I said before, the demand has increased as well, something nobody could foreseen at this scale, because the number of same-sex couples or single women who are nowadays happy to go on their own or the way they choose to do has increased much more than we could have possibly predicted a couple of years ago.
Okay, Laura, thank you.
Thank you.